Is there a reason for me to delete a Satisfactory account? I have a Satisfactory account. It actually I'm not behind in it. There's no delinquencies. There's no problems with it, except the fact that I want to delete this Satisfactory account that's been on all three of my credit reports for years. Do I want to delete the Satisfactory account? Will I be punished for it? Well, let's check it out. Check it out right here. Grain Technologies, $840, but it was last updated on December 2nd, 2021. Okay, let's do some math. So that was about 6, 7 months ago. So they are not updating. Now, let's go over to my Equifax. Here you go on Equifax. Grain Technologies reported balance 876 with a credit limit of 875. I'm using 100% of my credit utilization, but check it out. They haven't reported any positive activity in all of 2022, and we're almost in June. So for 6 months, they have not reported anything positive. So, what are the benefits and what are the risks of deleting these accounts? But before I tell you that, check out my TransUnion account right here. TransUnion shows that I have the same account, Grain Technologies, but I have a high balance right here, 750, 757. There's a problem. The problem is the balance is actually zero. The balance is not 840. If they're giving me $850 as a credit limit and they're telling the world that's checking my credit that I'm at the max, 96% of my credit limit, 100% of my credit limit, what is that doing for me? It's actually negative for me. This is a satisfactory account, meaning that this account is added with all my other accounts to create my credit profile, and there's nothing negative about this account except for the fact that they're not reporting and they're telling the world that I'm using almost 100% of my credit usage. So if we go to Experian right here and we press this button right here, it'll show exactly that I'm using 96% of the credit limit, 875. As you know from what I'm telling you, this is a paid off account. The balance is actually zero. So I need them to correct this on my record. I need the full $875 to be on my credit report as an available credit, because then it'll take into account every single credit account that I have, and it'll add up what my available credit is, and then it'll do the ratio of the credit that I'm using versus the total amount of credit that I have. But right now, that grain is lying to everybody because it's not updating and it hasn't updated in 6 months. So we have grain right here in my Experian. We have grain right here on my TransUnion, and it was showing right here 840. And we have grain right here on my Equifax. And as you can see, the payment history hasn't updated. And it's telling me that I'm using 100% of my credit utilization. Here's some account information. It's saying that it's monthly, term duration, it hasn't been sold, classification, and other information down below over here. But the most important thing is it's saying that I have a available credit of -$1. So if anyone for credit worthiness is trying to check my account, even though grain is listed as a satisfactory account, it's going to look negatively on me. So, is there a reason why anyone should delete a satisfactory account? That if I have 19 other satisfactory accounts, this account makes my 20th satisfactory account? Absolutely yes. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to delete online all three reporting agencies. And I'm going to let them know that they have 30 days in order to make a correction. Now, from what I know about this grain account, they're probably going out of business, my personal opinion, okay, because they did something with their terms of service, which is really bad for consumers. So I think they're going to go out of business. So I'm going to dispute grain right now, and either they're going to be removed from my credit report or they're going to update it.